From creating a zombie out of the ground to opening secret passageways, the new Call of Duty map, Fortune's Keep, has a surprising amount of elaborate Easter eggs in it, and in this video I'm going to show you all of the ones discovered so far and how to activate them. There's some cool stuff in here, and most of the credit for this goes to Geeky Pastimes and his community for finding these. I've linked his channel below if you'd like to check it out for more Easter egg and Call of Duty content. He often streams when he's searching for this kind of stuff. So how was all of this discovered? Well, the developers left some clues this time and they hid them well. In the new Season 4 update, they introduced a contract for players to complete called a black market supply run. If you pick this contract up, it will show you the rough location of a black market store that contains rare items to buy. If you manage to discover where the store is, one of the purchasable options here is a sequencer grenade. Hitting another player with this or yourself will cover the screen in the Black Ops style numbers, and you'll hear a character named the Butcher, the narrator, reading some of these out. Now with subtitles turned on, it's easy to see the full sequences, and if you translate these numbers into letters, they spell a random word or phrase. This one spells out Bullseye, for example. This one here, all pay respects. And finally here, nice vintage. This is no accident, and these are actually clues for hidden activities on the map, so let's take a look at them now, starting with Bullseye. If you land at this rooftop bar in between Grotto and Town, you'll find a watermelon with a throwing knife stuck in it. That's a bit odd, isn't it? And you can actually pick it up too, so go ahead and do that. Make your way into the same building from the street below, and you'll come across a dartboard on the wall upstairs with a locked door next to it. It's a bit suspicious perhaps, but you guessed it. If you throw the knife into the dartboard, potentially scoring a bullseye like the clue, the door here will open up for you, revealing some tasty golden loot on the inside, including cash and a double barrel fire shotgun. Not a bad way to start a match really. There's also a can of baked beans in here too if you find yourself getting a bit peckish. It's good to note as well, you don't have to use the knife in the watermelon. You can use a knife that you find in ground loot or one from your loadout. It's just that that's an easy way to do it. So that's Easter egg number 1 with the clue Bullseye. Next we'll take a look at the clue All Pay Respects, and this one is great and very unexpected. Hidden around the graveyard area on the map are tiny candles. They appear to spawn in a set of random locations every match, but you can interact with them and light them if you're near enough. Search around the graveyard until you find 3 of them and make sure that you light them all. And when you do that and you light the 3rd one, you'll hear a creepy laugh to know that you've completed that step. Kinda sounds like the Joker might be coming to Warzone soon. Maybe. Next, head over to the short gravestone here in the same area and you'll notice that you can press F to pay respects. This is a nod to the popular meme that began with the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare campaign. And if you interact here, your character will salute, and if you've done the 3 candles, a zombie will spawn out of the ground. I bet you didn't see that one coming. If you shoot the zombie, it will chase you and attack you, so make sure that you put enough lead into it to take it down. And when you finish the job, it will spawn some lovely loot for you to take, including some stuff like self-reses and armor satchels. Not bad, that one. And that's Easter egg number 2. Moving on to number 3, if you remember, the clue was nice vintage. This is a reference to several wine bottles that can be found and collected on the map around the terraces area. You'll need to find and carry 2 of these to complete this Easter egg. If you die, you'll drop them and have to find them again on your body if you respawn. So here's some spawn locations to take note of. The easiest to find is in the church here. Head inside the main entrance, and at the back on this stone table, you'll see the bottle there. Interact and pick it up. 2 other locations are here on the table of the Sun Terrace. That was nice and simple. You can get that on the drop. And then if you head down the outside stairs, under the arch and into the building here, through the door on the right, into the kitchen, you'll see another wine bottle on the countertop. There's also another option here on a smaller terrace next to a ladder on a side table. So once you've collected at least 2 of these, your next objective is to head to the keep. Go up the stairs, and on one of the floors in the north side, you'll find a massive room with a long table in the middle. And on the northeast side of this room is an empty wooden case. If you interact with it whilst carrying 2 wine bottles, you'll be treated to an awesome sequence where the bookcase slides back and reveals a secret room. Very James Bond, that one. On the inside, you'll find loot, cash and some golden weapons to use, such as an axe and a riot shield. Sometimes you'll get kill streaks in here too, and it's just a cool thing to show your mates if they didn't know about it. Could be a neat hiding place too if you're in a pinch. So that's the 3 Easter eggs with clues from the sequencer grenades, but there are a couple more here too that weren't signposted as much. Back at the graveyard where we made the zombie, there's an open grave with a shovel next to it. You'll notice that we can pick that shovel up. Interesting. Thus suggesting that there's something to dig, and you'd be right. If you go to the beachy areas of the map, you'll find mounds of sand and dirt, and whilst carrying the shovel, you'll be able to interact and dig these up. Doing so will spawn loot and contracts for you to collect, and there are several of these scattered across the map. It's interesting to listen to what the narrator has to say about these too. Turn your volume up.
Next treasure? What's next? Pirate ghosts?
It does make you wonder if there are more elaborate Easter eggs to come on this map. I'd be down for fighting off a few pirate ghosts, why not? As with the bottles though, if you die and you're carrying the shovel, you're going to drop it, so keep that in mind. And the final Easter egg for today is a magical fountain. You heard me correctly. Over at the winery, in the courtyard, there's a lovely looking fountain, but as it happens, if you drop cash into this, it will disappear and be traded for loot. Give it a go, drop some money in and see what comes out. I've seen all sorts come out of this: standard guns, orange guns, Molotovs, grenades, my grandma's Sunday roast dinner. I'd love to see what happens though if you put a massive chunk of change in there. Can someone please test that and see what comes out? And that's all for today. Personally, I'm surprised that we got this many Easter eggs on the new map. I love this sort of stuff and I hope that there's more to come that haven't been discovered as of yet. Big shout out to Geeky again. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you're new around here, do consider subscribing and make sure to like the video, or Pennywise the Dancing Clown will come after you in your sleep and ruin everything in your life that you hold dear. Have a great day. Bye.